might be getting ourselves a bit of a sunrise this morning. I don't think we've seen it for 3 or 4 days. Now, I don't think it's going to be spectacular because I'm not seeing any clouds in the sky, but at least we're going to be able to see where it breaks the horizon. And as I've mentioned before, it's breaking the horizon more and more to the left or to the north. Now, in the clock, in the bottom of the right-hand corner there, you can see the temperature. It says minus 29.4 Celsius. Now it's starting to warm up. It was actually a little colder than that a few minutes ago. Yeah, I was reading my email, and one of the viewers had sent out a notification that he had a new video up, and so I was watching it, and he's in the complete opposite end of the world to me right now. And if I think of it, I'll just dub in the scene he's getting. Like you can see there in my monitor, I got a sea of white going on. Well, he's got a sea of green going on, and it's just beautiful with flowers growing. And yeah, I commented back to him that I'm going to move. Well, I don't think I'll move, but yeah, I sure was jealous when I saw that. Anyway, yeah, Jim Steen, you live in such a beautiful part of the world there. Okay, let's get on here today. And, oh, my turret keeps falling over here. Okay, I did come back to the model table last night. And I did finish up these davits. Now, don't go poking at them, Ron, and break them off again, as you will see if you watch the rollback. I was poking at one and I broke it off. Anyway, let's get our rollback over with. I think it's only about 4 or 5 minutes long, and then we'll carry on here, and we'll put the ensign flag staff on. I mean, I'm getting kind of excited because we are sort of getting to the place where I can actually start the rigging. And I know that the rigging is about the last thing I'm going to want to do here. So, okay, let's roll back, and I'll see you in about 5 minutes. Now, before I turn the hood around here this evening and do the 3 davits on the other side, you remember when we put this one on, I was saying it appeared that it was leaning towards us a little bit. I'm just wondering if I should I can't believe I did that. Okay, what I was going to say was I was going to push it back just a little bit and reinforce it, because it didn't appear to be very well glued. And okay, so for sure now I'm going to add a little bit of CA here. I'm wondering if, you know, maybe CA was the wrong glue. Maybe I should have been using the Tamiya extra thin, because I was relying on, you know, being glued down to a painted part on the deck, and I was hoping that the CA would have, you know, worked its way through. Well, I'm just going to go ahead and re-glue this back on and try and get it right, and we'll look at it after I'm through. That was so stupid. Now I know I'm probably losing a little bit of detail there, but that glinting from the CA glue just catches your eye. Now when that dries, it should be okay. Let's move down and do this one. Okay, I got everything all lined up for the second one, and then I forgot to push record. But we do get the last one. Okay, let's try not to bump anything out of alignment here. Okay, we'll let that dry. Then we'll take a look at it. Now, I'm trying to come in. I'm only guessing I maybe didn't get it in there, but I think I did now. Like I can see glinting, but I think it's from wet paint. Well, here's what's happened. I've turned our hood around, and I did the 3 davits on the other side, and reinforced them with CA, and then I also painted them. It should be pretty much dry. Now I'm noticing right here I'm seeing a little bit of glinting. Maybe just the way the light is hitting it, you probably can't see it. Even if we put the macro lens on, you might not see it because the light has to hit it just right to bounce back off. Anyway, yeah, and then I turned the hood back around again so that it's going to be the right orientation for our manual, because we're not quite finished with step 30 yet. And now, mind you, I could figure it out, right? Because we're just going to be putting the ensign flag staff on. Okay, now I know there's 3 pieces here, but okay, this is the ensign flag, and this is the brace for it. Okay, this right here is the jack stand that goes on the bow. I must be getting tired. I can't even get it in the test tube. Okay. I think what we're going to do, though, we're going to call it quits for this evening. And, yeah, we'll see you in the morning. Well, it is morning. And just want to see if that's going to fit. Yeah, I think it's going to fit just right when I get a little bit of Tamiya extra thin in that hole. I'm going to want to try and not get it put too much in there because it'll wick out into that deck tan real bad. Now, you know how I like to talk about what I'm thinking about at the time. Well, this is what I'm thinking about. And I got another message this morning from one of the viewers who sent me a photo of the bell of the hood. Yeah, thank you, Allison. Now, here's my problem. I can't find the bell on this model. And I remember painting it. At least I thought I remembered painting it. And then I realized that was the bell on the Bismarck. Now I'm going to have to peruse through the manual here. Is there, is the bell somewhere on the ship and I just can't find it? Or did we not put it on? Or did Trumpeter forget? I mean, that was one of the main features of this ship was the bell. Especially now that they found the real thing, and it's on display in the UK. Yeah. And oh, by the way, Allison gave us permission to display the photo that of the bell that was taken. I think it was taken yesterday. Anyway, yeah, it's really nice when the viewers get sort of involved and sort of you might say get personal and anyway, let's carry on here. I'm starting to ramble and not make any sense. You know what? I think I'm going to put this back. And the reason being is because we have this little part right here. I just want to make sure it's going to all line up okay. I don't want to get my ensign flag staff in place only to find out that the other part isn't going to mate up with it. But I wonder if I would be better off trying to apply a little bit of extra thin to these parts and just let them meld together now that they're in the right position. And then if I do have paint running where it's not supposed to, I can just sort of repaint. I didn't want to if I didn't have to. Now, okay, let me just. Okay, I'm pretty sure we can get this on afterwards. The only problem would be is if the angle was not quite right. Oh, for heaven's sakes. Okay, I've repositioned here, and I've been thinking that possibly I'd be better off using the Revell Contacta here because it also dissolves the plastic and to a certain degree the paint. So I think the plastic will meld together. And I'm just going to use the head of a pin here. Now I realize that it's not in focus, but it will be. Okay, this should help to keep it from wicking all over the deck. Okay. Now I was realizing afterwards that I had this mast the wrong way around. So it's probably just as well that I dropped it there, because when I picked it up I was looking at it and I realized it. Okay, is that going down? I think it probably has. All right. Now let's get our brace in place. And we can move the mast whichever way we have to afterwards. I just checked my monitor. All of a sudden I had this terrible thought again that I'd forgotten to push record. Oh, come on. I had such good luck the last time. It just fell into place now. The Revell Contacta gives me a little more time. Okay, that's not quite right, obviously. Let's find something. I guess I could probably use this. No, it might stick to it. Okay, just try and slide it into place with the holder down right here. Well, it is so close. It is so close that from arm's length it looks like it's right. Now maybe you can't see it, but this one right here is not in the hole. This one is over the hole. Okay, that's pretty close here. Whoops. Had to poke at it, didn't you? Had to poke at it. Ah, come on. There, okay. Now if I could get a little bit of contact did it you know what, it's gone. Oh, there it comes. Okay, now we'll just let it sort of run down. I know that you can't see the back of the post there, but just let it run down. Okay. And then after I paint that, oh no, let's see if we can do the same thing. Maybe that's too much. I can't get it. I have to change my angle a little bit here. I'll slip on the macro lens and then we'll do the one on this side. Okay, I'm putting some fresh contacta on the end of my pin head, which I have just burned all the old stuff off. Now, the angle is kind of awkward here. I don't want to smear it all over. That is not the way I had wanted it to go. Maybe if I can cut, well, maybe it is okay. Let me just check here. If I could get it to just sort of run down into the hole and sort of plug the hole. Oh my, I'm making a mess here. Let's get the holder down here and just pull this into place. Sorry about my fingers. I just got to put a little bit of pressure on here to try and rock that into place. It didn't go as good as the other one. Just let me oh, that's way too much. Way too much. Well, it's glued in place. But I got it on the deck, and I didn't want to do that because that's going to be hard to paint in there. What with the railing here? Oh, and then I go and touch it. Run. Why will that not? Well, maybe when the contacta hardens, it'll sort of stay there. It's not going to fall out all by itself. I was just sort of hoping that, I could sort of fill up the hole, like the gap. Now you probably can't see it from your side there, but the back side of that support, you can sort of see the hole. Now, mind you, I am hunkered right over this with my magnification hood on, and so I'm seeing detail that nobody's going to see anyway. Now here's something that we haven't done for a while. I used this system quite a bit on the Bismarck. Those of you who have been with me for a while will remember that we used it quite a bit, actually, now that I think about it. But I can't remember actually using this on the hood yet. This might be the first time. I can't remember. Anyway, there's two things that I got to remember. First of all, when I'm reaching over, don't snap something off the hood. And the next thing I got to try to do, and it doesn't always work out because sometimes the thing will catch as you're sliding it, but the trick is to try and move it really slow. There's three things. You got to try and stay out of your own light. I got, you can't see the lights because I'm just down underneath them, but they're basically right here. Let's just see how it goes here. I'll do it twice. I'll go this way so that you can see it being done, and then we'll swap cameras out and we'll do it the other way so that you can see what I'm getting here. Okay, now don't get in my own light and be very careful when I'm reaching over. Now we'll try and go back, and we'll try and go a little smoother. That was the best I could do. Anyway, you get the idea. And I didn't hear anything go snap. we'll see if we can keep my voice going a little bit longer today. Reaching across is dangerous. Okay, obviously I've taken the camera off, but I left the stand on so that you kind of get the perspective. I'm noticing that I'm getting the bow stuck in the junk at the other end there. I gotta be careful. I'm thinking maybe I should, where's this thing? Maybe I should be putting this back on. I think I'll be doing that this afternoon. But all this is just a screw that digs into the table. Those of you who watched the episodes from about 2 years ago will remember exactly how this works. Anyway, I think that's going to be it for this afternoon. Yeah, I might come at it again later. We'll see how it goes. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I get a coffee visitor, and I've got a lot of final edit yet to do. So, thanks for watching, everybody. And all being well, we'll be seeing you tomorrow.